Hello! So today I'm going to be reviewing the NARS All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I bought this about a month ago from Sephora.com and I have worn it about 5 or 6 times since then. Overall, let's say this is a okay foundation. Most people that I know that have bought this, which is a total of 2 people, really like this foundation. I tend to like full coverage foundations, and this foundation, in my opinion, is a medium to full coverage foundation. Now, I believe that you could make this a full coverage foundation if you're willing to really build up the coverage and put layer after layer after layer on. I'm not willing to do that because I think that it would tend to look cakey after you do that. This product tends to set very quickly. I think that if you were going to layer, you would need to really use like a sponge, like the Real Technique sponge or a beauty blender or something like that, so that it would help it not set as quickly, or so that it wouldn't look as disgusting. You know, if you're using your fingers and you're tapping it in, tapping it in, tapping it in, you're just adding to the product and it's just gonna look cakey and disgusting. So in my opinion, it's just a medium coverage to maybe full, more medium though, to be honest with you. So this is what the product looks like. It comes in a nice glass frosted bottle. I will show it later in the demonstration that I do for the wear test. Nice pump, and the box that it comes in looks like this. It comes with the instructions and it comes with an ingredient list as well, and it has the shade on the top as well on the bottom of the bottle. NARS does have a nice shade range, and that's what I really like about NARS products, because I tend to really have a hard time finding foundations that match my skin tone. Now for me, what I have to do is I have to mix my foundations with a white base. I use the Life's Entropy white foundation elixir. I mix that with my Estee Lauder Double Wear. That is my go-to foundation. However, their shades are way too dark, so I have to use quite a bit of that to get my shade match. This goes on very smooth. It is a nice, very lightweight foundation. Doesn't really feel like you're wearing anything. You could get away with wearing this without a powder. However, I would never opt to do that because I am very greasy and very oily. My skin gets way out of control if I don't use a setting powder, so I can't do that. If you had more normal to dry skin, this would be great. You could not set the foundation and wear it all day and it wouldn't look oily and gross. However, I do hear that this foundation is more suited for us oily girls. You might want to get a sample of this at Sephora before you commit to buying a $48 foundation, because this foundation will cling to dry patches. I do have some dry patches around my nose, which are in check today, and when those areas come out to play, this foundation looks disgusting. So if you have those dry areas, make sure that you gently exfoliate if you're able to, or hydrate the hell out of those spots, because this foundation will cling and it will look disgusting. On the package, it does say it has 16-hour wear. Now, from the times that I have worn this, I wouldn't say that I've gotten 16-hour flawless wear out of this. I would say that it holds up to a 16-hour wear. However, it doesn't look flawless, and I wouldn't say that you wouldn't have to touch up with maybe a powder, or definitely without oil blotting sheets, especially if you are a combo to oily skin. But I would say that the foundation does hold up as far as coverage wise. You do see some fading towards the end of the day. It doesn't completely melt off your face, but you do see that fading, but it's not the flawless wear. You're not gonna look the same as you did when you put it on. If I'm gonna compare it to my go-to foundation, my Estee Lauder Double Wear, it's not the same. My Estee Lauder Double Wear, for me personally, it looks the same at the end of the day. When I get home from work, it looks the same from the time I put it on from the time I get home. I might look just a little bit oily when I get home, just a little bit, not even oily, just a little bit shiny in my T-zone, but the coverage, yes, it is there. It's the same. It's not faded. This stuff will fade a little bit on me. And I don't know if it's because it's just not that full coverage, but also one thing I did notice on the ingredient list, it does say the main ingredient is dimethicone and then water. So that leads me to believe that this is a silicone-based foundation. I don't know if that matters to some people. To me, I don't give a damn. Just wanted to point that out. Now, as for whether I would buy this again, honestly, I don't think so, because this is not a product that I love. And for this foundation to be a $48 foundation, this is a pricier foundation. This is a more high-end foundation. I want it to be something that I love, and this is honestly not something that I love. Don't think that this would be something that I would repurchase, honestly. So it does have a lot of things going for it. It is a very lightweight foundation. It has a nice natural finish. It is a beautiful package. It's unscented. I don't think I mentioned that. A lot of high-end foundations, I don't know why, but they add scent to it, and I can't stand that. It sets quickly, so you don't have to worry about it having that tacky feeling. However, there are some cons with it that I just don't like. One being there's little to no oil control with this foundation. I found myself blotting a lot with this foundation, especially after I've been wearing it for several hours. 2, price point, and I know that's kind of stupid to say because this is a high-end foundation and it's a NARS foundation, so it's stupid to say, oh, the price. And I knew that, you know, going in. However, being this not being a foundation that I loved, being a high price and not loving it, that's the reason why. If it was just a little bit cheaper, then I might have repurchased it. I hope that makes sense. And with this foundation, if it had a little bit more coverage, then I might be more interested in it. Buildable coverage is okay. However, I just don't want to build and build and build to get the coverage that I want. I want the coverage to be there from the get-go. I don't want to have to put layer after layer after layer of foundation on my face. It defeats the purpose of lightweight coverage if you have to keep putting layer after layer after layer of foundation on your face. So if you'd like to watch the wear test of this and to watch me apply it to my face, then please keep on watching. So obviously right now I have no makeup on my face, and I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer, and this is the mattifying one. I'm gonna go ahead and just put that all over my face, slop it all over there. Oh, my nose ring is moving. There we go. Got that on my face. Here is the bottle that it comes in. Nice glass frosted bottle, and it has the name on the back, the All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and then some French stuff. And then it says shake well, of course, because it's so liquidy. Shade is on the bottom, light 1 Siberia, and then it comes with a pump, of course. And this is a really liquidy foundation, so you do have to shake it really well, like it says. I want to point out that the back of the box does say that this is an weightless, 16-hour wear, oil-free foundation, ideal for all skin types and tones. It sweeps on weightlessly, absorbs quickly, and blends easily for all day natural luminosity. I had trouble there. So it also states to shake well, like it says on the bottle. Apply 1 pump of product into palm. Start by warming the foundation into the hands, then working with the fingers. Apply a small amount into the center of this, oh my god, into the center of the face, and begin pressing into the skin, working outward into sections. Okay, here's the deal. One pump ain't gonna do it for me, okay? So I have to use 2 pumps to get the coverage that I need. So I've just put 1 pump on the back of my hand. That's what I'm gonna start with. I have also tried applying this with a brush, a beauty blender, words, and it doesn't work as well as the packaging suggests using your fingers. The beauty blender tends to suck all the product up and leave you with nothing, and the brush leaves a streaky finish and picks up a lot of the product. Even I use synthetic brushes. So that's 1 pump right there. I've got just a little bit right there and it's just kind of dry at this point. I'm gonna go with the 2nd pump. I've never used more than 2 before. So this is just the foundation, no concealer. So I'm gonna use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. How appropriate, right? Take a fan brush and just brush off the excess powder that might be on my face. A little cakey up there by my zits. But you know what? I don't care. I am gonna put a little bit of blush on, and I know I just spent all this time covering up some redness, but I'm gonna add it back. And because I don't want to wash my brushes, I'm just going to use this random Coastal Scents brush. Don't judge me. It's not even a blush brush. I don't know what it is. It's like a random stippling brush. But I'm going to stipple some blush on my face, so who cares? Oh, this nose ring needs to go to hell. I'm gonna go ahead and use a finishing spray at this point. Because I have some cakiness going on up here, I'm gonna go ahead and use some MAC Fix Plus to hopefully eliminate that problem. So let us inhale that. It was delicious. Yeah, that was bad. I need you to not judge me right now, because I am going to use a setting spray on top of this, because that's technically not a setting spray, it's a finishing spray. So I am going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter spray. Not my favorite, but you know, whatever. And I saturate the shit out of my face. I did use a setting spray because I would never not use a setting spray with any foundation, so I don't think it's fair to not test this foundation without a setting spray, because it's just how I roll. Is 3:08 right now, so I am gonna go ahead and wear this for today. I don't have anything really serious planned for today. I am gonna go out to dinner. I am gonna go to the grocery store. It is pretty warm outside. It is 83 degrees right now, so it's getting up there in temperature, so that's warm for me. Okay, I don't live in the South. I don't live anywhere in a hot, humid, tropical environment. So, it's probably going to be a little bit more warm than normal. So I turned the air on today, don't judge me. See if anything crazy happens. I don't think it's going to rain or anything. So I will report back several times today and see how this goes. I actually did film this video twice already. Once because I was too tired to finish, didn't ever give a final check-in. And then the second time I recorded it, I finished everything up and I was just going through the editing process. However, I filmed it on a really crappy camera. I got this new camera and I was like, you know what? Might as well re-record it. And I actually got caught in a really, really heavy downpour of rain. I felt like maybe the results were compromised with that because I was caught in that downpour of rain and my face just got soaked, and you could actually see certain spots were missing from foundation. So I do know that to some degree this foundation is not waterproof. I will check back with you a couple times today, at least twice. Once at the end of the day, I will check back midday at some point. So I will see you later. Hey guys, I'm just doing my midday check-in with you. It is 7 p.m. here now. It's been almost 5 hours since the application process for the foundation, so you can see how it's worn so far. I am getting shiny in the T-zone area as expected. That always happens when I wear this foundation. So I expected that. I have not done any blotting or any powdering at all. I did do some concealer cleanup around my lips because I did change my lip color. I'm sure you've noticed that. The shininess, I'm not going to touch it because I want you to be able to see what it looks like later this evening when I go to take my makeup off. There's no fading. As you can see, no fading, no breakup or anything yet. I went outside with the dog for a little bit. I'm about to go grocery shopping, about to get dinner, and then I'm going to come home. I don't really have much planned for the evening, so sorry, there's like 2 trucks outside and they're probably wondering why I'm standing here with the camera held up to the window. Sorry for the selfie angle. I just don't have a tripod that goes up this high and there's not much natural light available right now. So this is the best place, is me standing from the window holding a camera up. So I will check back here in a few hours so you guys can see what the foundation looks like before I take it off for bed. So it's about 1:15 midnight here, and this is my final check-in. As you can see, I have quite a bit of shininess on my face, and that was to be expected. There was a bit of shininess on my face in the early afternoon, around the 5-hour point, so as you can see, it's only gotten worse. So there is a bit of breakup around this area and probably around my nose. There's a bit of breakup around my lip area, but that's where I reapplied my lipstick, so I'm not concerned about that. I'm going to go ahead and do some close-ups so you guys can see where the foundation has kind of separated or faded a bit and where it's gotten really shiny on my face, especially in the blemished areas.